Is the carnivore diet cheap or expensive? Let me explain. Most people I hear say that the carnivore diet is too expensive, they can't do it. And I'm going to tell you three reasons why people think of that, why the carnivore diet is so expensive. The first reason I believe is when you're shopping, and especially if you're on a budget, you're seeing the upfront cost of single ingredient whole foods, especially meat, dairy, fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. It costs a lot more versus the ultra processed junk food. And so when they see the prices of the meat, especially beef, they totally don't want to do it because they're afraid that it's going to blow their budget. It's going to be too expensive and they can't afford it. The second reason I believe why people don't that thinks people thinks that the carnivore diet is expensive is they're watching a lot of influencers, especially the ones that showing ribeyes and other steaks and grass-fed, grass-finished, pampered steaks that cost a lot of money. And those influencers usually have a lot of money. They can afford the steak if they eat steak. So when you're seeing that, you're going to definitely know it's going to be expensive. You're going to blow your budget. It's going to cost a lot of money. I'll tell you right now, I don't eat steak all the time. I eat it as a rare treat because it can get expensive. But here is the main reason why people don't want to do the carnivore diet. And they think, why is it so expensive? And I'm going to base on my opinion and my past is because you are a sugar addict and you don't want to give up your carbs. You don't want to give up your sugars. You don't want to give up all these ultra processed foods that taste so good, but it does damage. And that is, to me, my opinion, is the main reason why you don't want to give up give up that food to go to a carnivore lifestyle and you say it's expensive. Well, here, let me explain why it's a lot cheaper than doing the standard American diet. One, for me, I've been on the carnivore diet for 758 days now. I have reduced the inflammation to almost non existent to where I don't take any medicine. I have a damaged hip. I have very little pain. I'm getting ready to have hip replacement. I don't take anti-inflammatory medicines like I did 2, 3 years ago when I had extremely high chronic inflammation. I haven't took my blood pressure medicine since June, and my blood pressure is staying in the normal range when it's resting from 102 over 58 to 97 over 61. And when I'm a little more active and you sit down where they take it immediately, like when you're at a doctor's office, I had it to where it was 122 over 70. Very great. My blood work is great. My EKG came out normal for the pre-op appointment. And so for me, my overall health has changed where I don't have to spend money on prescription drugs. I don't have to spend the money on doctor's visits because of that. The other thing why I feel that I rather pay the upfront cost of food on the carnivore diet, why it's cheaper for me, is because I don't eat 3 meals a day and I don't snack. I eat mostly 1 to 2 meals a day. It depends on the time of day, the timing is, and if I have the right amount of fat and protein ratio. And a lot of times I will eat around between 1 to 3 p.m. and I am totally fine. I can hold I'm more satiated, more full, and I don't eat as much. I don't need it because I'm getting the proper nutrition, the nutrients, the vitamins and supplements versus if I was on the standard where I had to take vitamins and supplements. And so I rather pay the upfront cost on the food because when you're on the standard diet, especially if you have a poor metabolism or metabolism slow, like I had one, that you pay for it at your waistline. You gain weight. When you gain weight, you got to have bigger clothes. Bigger the clothes, they cost more. And if you want designer clothes, like name brand clothes, like my favorite brand is Ariat. I paid more when I got to 44 waist, 46 waist. And sometimes these clothing companies don't make those that big. You usually have to get the cheaper ones, like you go to Walmart or a department store that sells those kind of clothes, and then those cost way more because it costs more materials. And so you don't get much options, but even the clothes, you get to 3X, 4X, 5X, your clothes cost more. So you pay for it through your clothing. And then the other part is your medicines. If you develop type 2 diabetes, you develop heart disease, you have high blood pressure, all that stuff. You have to put that in consideration. So I look at the whole picture on why the carnivore diet is cheaper than eating the standard diet. One, I don't eat as much. You stay fuller. Two, your clothes, you're going to lose weight. I have lost over 60 pounds and I'm still finishing. I'm going to finish my weight loss journey. But when my hip is replaced, that and recover, that's going to really change. So when I get into a lot smaller clothes, my clothes will be a lot cheaper. I don't take any prescription drugs. I don't take blood pressure medicine anymore. I monitor it through my checking the blood pressure and everything. And I do not have fatty liver disease. I do not have type 2 diabetes and all that. And if I'd have stayed on the standard diet and didn't do keto and to carnivore, I would already had a stents in me. I would already had I would be over 400 or 500 pounds. I would be severely obese. I wouldn't be able to do my job anymore because it requires to be on my feet all day. And probably this damaged hip would have been even way worse with all that weight on it. So I would have been a type 2 diabetic. So it would have cost me more by making that choice. I made this choice 5 years ago to change my health through keto. I changed to get more strict because of the chronic inflammation, and I went carnivore, the most sustainable form of a proper human diet. And for me, that is cheaper, way cheaper, because I'm looking at my overall health, my waistline, and my food bill. I don't, and the thing is you can eat carnivore on a budget. A lot of people do. For me, I don't eat steak, ribeyes, and steaks all the time. I do share on my channel here. I do share where I get steaks or I do this, but that's just a rare occasion, especially now when the prices of beef is higher. But there's other options that you can do to have a budget. Eggs is cheap. Chicken and pork has cheaper prices. You can get chicken and pork a lot cheaper. If you can only afford hot dogs and bologna, that's even though is it the best solution? No. Is it better for you? Absolutely. It's still a health food. It is meat, and it is a lot better than buying the Doritos, the Snickers, the Coca-Colas, all that stuff that's gonna cause more issues, and it's gonna cause you to spike your insulin, cause you to end up having be overweight, stuff like that. So there's ways to do it. And this video here is going to be a start on a series that I am going to be doing the carnivore diet on a budget, making meals on a budget. Some of them is going to be the total cost. Some meals I will break down the cost of each item to give the overall cost of that and show you that carnivore is way expensive. I will have a video out about midweek about I bought a midweek next week that I bought a pork bone-in shoulder pork butt roast that I put in the crock pot for about 6 hours, and I got about 5 meals out of that. It was $15 total. It was 7.5 pounds, and it was seven or what $1.99 a pound where I got it. You can probably get it way cheaper. Some people are getting pork and chicken under 99 cents a pound, and that is really cheap. So there is ways that you can do this diet and live a healthy lifestyle, and it's affordable. And so if you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're one that you want to do the carnivore diet but you feel expensive, make sure you comment below. And look at my channel. I have an email and I can help you, step you through the way, and just follow my videos in the future. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to Missouri Carnivore, especially if you're new here. Comment down below that you want to know more about this, how to do carnivore on a diet, and because you feel that expensive. Or if you are been on the carnivore lifestyle journey, comment down below how you manage on a budget and how you feel that the carnivore diet is cheaper. Or if you are one of those that feel that it's just too expensive, comment down below as well. I'll be happily explain. And then hit that notification bell so you know when that next video or that first video that doing carnivore meals on a budget comes out. And like always, let's be kind, be positive, have a good attitude, and encourage and support one another. Y'all have a great day. God bless, and I will see you on the next one.